and CAAF, you know, they're making a lot of money off CU right now. So yeah, you rank them where you rank them. Right. Vegas ain't stupid. I mean, there's a reason that they are 21-point dogs. I wish I could have caught that 17. I mean, that shit was long gone. I don't even know how anybody got that. I'll tell you what, this is the Ducks blowing them out. In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. Eddie, anything to add there?
Yeah, I agree. I do think they cover though.
Okay.
I do think they cover.
Watch, and then this is why also I love the Ducks, because they have this game circled, because you know how much media this game is going to get.
Mm-hmm.
When the Buffs finally get blown out. This will be the most talked about thing all next week. Slating, boys. We will be talked about all season.
Let's get right into it. Welcome to the Hashmark Show. This is season 3, episode 3, and somehow, some way, we have come out of the grave. We were supposed to be here yesterday. Rick in Ireland still on the road. Apparently, Ireland has a couple. This is word on the street. Breaking news. Twitter. STDs. He's out. He's trying to find the cream. We don't know. And then Rick, we really don't know how to address this situation. He's like Ric Flair. You know, he signed his contract. He got paid and then gave us the money back for the company. And now he's just fucking high flying. We don't know week to week. Do we keep him on board?
I heard Rick gave him the STDs. That's what I heard.
These two are on the run, fucking each other and having a blast.
Oh shit!
All right, Rick, I gotta talk shit, bro.
Hey, you know how it goes. The more they miss, the more we're gonna really open up the shows with it and ride them. I mean, we have to, right? I mean, come on.
If they're not riding each other enough.
Oh wow! I mean, look at Beast. Beast is slowly establishing that lower third window here on the Google chat box. Wow, nice. Beast. I'm not gonna lie, we waited for you. That's a big move. Normally, we just would have started, but we waited.
I understand, but like last week, we waited until the game was over. So me and my boy,
yes, I do. Yes,
we were out in the man cave watching the game.
Now hold on. There's a question there about your man cave. You are the man cave. Was he in you, or were you? We were joking about how you were like, oh, I'm in my man cave like 2 weeks ago, and we were like, you are a man cave, you know. But anyways,
like on the league, you ever seen that running?
No, I've never even seen that show, honestly.
Yeah,
me neither.
Okay, let's jump right in. We're going to try to run through every game the fastest we've ever done before, meaning that we're just going to go through it. We have a script here. We'll see, though. I don't know. Jam Soul Lock the Week brought to you in part by John's Architectural Metal Solutions, Inc. You can find them at jam-soul.com. They specialize in metal fabrication and exterior options, slate, metal panels, flush, corrugated, and more. All right, let's open this up. Jam Soul Lock the Week. Who are we starting with? Did you just raise your hand, E-Slick? Do you want to go first, or what? What was that?
I sent something in chat.
You hit a blinker. What's
that? I said hit a blinker, E-Mage.
You're going first. You're going first. Even though E-Major, I guess we should talk about that real quick, is holding down number 1. We usually open up with that. We'll go into that next, though.
Out, E-Major, motherfucker.
He's good. He's good. He's good.
What? You took San Fran tonight?
No.
I
didn't. I did Giants.
Yeah, he had the Giants on the. I didn't make a pick.
Well, because I guess we're tied.
Close.
Yeah, you're tied. Basically,
I for some reason they didn't register my first Thursday night pick, which was but we are tied right now, brother.
I do remember that.
Coming for that ass, Imagine. You ain't getting.
I've missed 2 Thursday night picks already. But E-Major, the defending champ, in first place in our ESPN Pick'em League right now. I'm in the middle somewhere, but it's going to be exciting down the stretch here. All right, here we go. Jam So Lock the Week. Mr. Beast, where you going here?
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I'm gonna go Dolphins spread -6.5. I think they're gonna blow Broncos out of the water. Sorry.
Okay.
Nah.
All right, let's go to Eddie, or I can go.
I like the Pats.
Ooh,
Pats -2.5.
man, I can't believe I'm going to
a money
say
line guy, but for the sake of the Jam Soul, I'll go 2.5.
Jam Soul Lock the Week. Ricky Nuts. Anything else you like out there? Eddie just took New England.
Well, hey, I'm going to go head to head with my guy, the man cave over here. Jam Soul Lock of the Week is the Broncos. I got +7 in my bag, but I will, just for the sake of the show, I will go +6 in the hook. Broncos.
Yeah, it's a great
Jam Soul Lock of the Week.
It's a great play there. We'll probably talk about that a little bit more inside that game. You like the 0-2 teams this week. For me, I already had this one. Believe it or not, even though based on the last rants and how I feel about this team, Bears at 14 opened immediately down to 13.5. At 12.5 right now, dead number.
Mm-hmm.
I took the Bears in this situation only because my rule of thumb. Anytime there's a 14 out there, I'm going to take anything over 10. This could get ugly though. But Jam Soul Lock the Week, Bears +14. Let's jump right into the ESPN talk.
Teams did have 14 now?
No, it was way early. It was open like Sunday night when the lines were out, dude. Like I was just looking at it, and I got a 14 on the bookie, and then
Love that pick, though.
That was it, and it was gone. It was fast. I knew that. And that was a market head. That's one of the things. It's like, we talked about it. I don't have time to go live that day. And the live isn't great for us, so that's why I had to get that 14 in there. Any last comments on Jam So Lock the Week before we turn it over to Eddie? Major, every week we turn it over to the first place person in our Pick'em League. For those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, our Pick'em League, we pick every NFL game via spread on ESPN's app, which the lines really don't move. They're not great, and they're never, ever on a solid number, which makes it even more difficult. So Eddie won last year. He's in first this year, tied with Ricky Knotts. Anything you want to say?
It's not. I lied. I'm sorry about that.
You're in second, right? Officially?
Second.
Okay, but you missed the pick.
I just, last time I checked, we were
Feels good.
Eddie, what do you got here?
Yeah.
It feels good to be on top.
It feels good. Yeah. Who's that? What's that guy? What's that guy? Eddie? No, that wasn't Eddie Money. Who was that? Anyways. All right, let's go right to it. I'm going to run through the games as I see them on the bookie site. I'm not going to go through the actual rundown. I know most of these games are going to be the 12 o'clock games. We'll start with Ricky Knotts, and we'll go all the way around the order. We'll go Eddie, Beast, and then I'll always end just to make this thing flow a little bit. But I think what made things great and special about our show was that, we do cover every game still, and I think we could do it, pretty quickly. And the reality is all these shows that I used to watch or watch still, they're cutting back, and I think there's something there. So let's just do it. LA Chargers at Minnesota Vikings. This game currently at 1 here with a total of 54. Money line -120 Minnesota. Notch, you don't like this Minnesota Viking team. What do you got in this one?
I don't. I don't like the Chargers either. And I mean, these are 2 0-2 teams that both have looked very lackluster in my opinion. So hey, I mean, if you want to bet this game, bet it. Flip a coin, bet it. I mean, I don't see any true edge on the side here on any of them, but I've watched one thing. Neither of these teams have a defense. So, I mean, in my opinion, if you play this game, you play it over. I mean, if not, I mean, shit, I don't know, whatever. I guess whatever bad team you like, because they both got, good offenses. Neither of them have a defense. Neither of them are a championship contender, in my opinion. So I don't know.
This is a classic game where it's on in the noon slate and you're doing laundry or something. You glance over and it's like 21-21 in the first quarter. And you're like, how the hell did I not have money on that over? Eddie, what do you got in here?
Exactly.
Yeah. I definitely like the over. I think the Vikings win, though.
Okay.
The Vikings win. But the
Get their
over
first win here, right?
Safer play.
Would that be their first win or no?
Yeah, it'll be their first win. They're both 0-2.
Yeah.
Beast. What do you got here?
I'm with E-Mage on here. I'm gonna definitely go with the spread -1. I just really like when it's that close, when it's at home. That's what I like to take when I'm usually betting. And sometimes I take that line on like college games. If I see a college game that looks close, if it's like, -1, +1, I mean, I can take a dog at home, or I might take, but I think the Vikings at home, I think they got the star power. I think, I like it when it's that close for them to be at home and the favorite. I think they're going to win.
Yeah, Minnesota Vikings, Cam Akers edition, not going to pan out. I just see this again, high scoring game. I would lean to the over, but I like LA Chargers here. I would take the money line. That's even money. Why the hell not? I mean, go ahead, -110 on the +1, but as they always say in the NFL, how many games come down to 1 point? Not a lot, and I'm sure I don't even know. I haven't even looked at the opening line there. Is there any value left in that line? Probably not. All right, next game, Tennessee, Cleveland. This one in Cleveland at currently here 3, over under 39.5. Very low, but in Cleveland. Nats, what do you got?
So I was waiting for that 3. I didn't like the hook, but I love the Browns here. I mean, Chubb out. We all know my injured player angle. You know what I mean? I mean, what's the whole world talking about? Chubb's out. Anybody who watched the Browns last week, I don't know if you're very excited to bet them. I am. I like the Browns a lot this week. That's my play on this one.
Eddie, what do you got?
I like the Titans +3.5.
Yeah, good value there. Even money right now. Titans is a tough team, Eddie.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know on that.
3.5 is a lot of points, I also like the under, so we'll see.
Beast, where are you at?
I'm on the Browns too. Probably spread here -3.5.
Yeah, I concur. For what I'm going Cleveland here as well to take this one here. And I think they cover, and I do think they play well there. All right, Houston, Jacksonville. This one in Jacksonville. Jacksonville Jaguars currently 9-point favorites over the Houston Texans, who are getting no love. 44 the total here, and possible money line dog of the week here. Nuts? No. What do you got here?
Oh no! I'm not. Houston be my money line dog of the week at any point this season, quite honestly. But I'll tell you this. So if you look back, now I could be wrong here, but I think the last 15 games that the Texans have played, they've covered 10 of those, because they are a team that the book knows nobody's going to bet. So what are they going to do? They're going to shade the line towards the other side because they know they're not going to get very much action on the Houston Texans. And, I mean, I'll tell you one thing I've seen. The Texans, they're fighting. I mean, they've covered both of the games. No. They completely got slayed last week, but I think they covered the first game they played this year. And, I mean, they're fighting. I'll tell you one thing I hate. I do not want the Jags in this spot. This is a horrible spot for the Jags. I mean, they put every little bit of effort they had into trying to beat KC last week. I mean, they won the box score. What they have? They were +2 on turnovers. I think they were 16-2 on penalties. Chiefs had 16. They had 2. I mean, everything in the world said they should have at least covered that game. and they did not. And that was a humongous game. And now, and yeah, this is it's a divisional game, but after coming off that bad of a heartbreaker, I do not want to lay anything with the Jags here. Did they win this game? I'm sure. I don't think they're too excited about going there and ramming their dick down the Houston Texans' throat. Though. So give me the Texans. Not look. In one rule I got now, I'm not betting on trash ass teams. I'm just not. So I'm not putting all of my money on this shit. But
for sure. Be on the for sure. No, I get it. Eddie, what do you got here?
Yeah, I'm on the Texans for sure.
I like that. I do like the over in this game. Beast, what do you got?
I'm gonna go the under. I think it fits the divisional bill. I think Texans got a tight defense. They're building it. Divisional game. I think that's just they know each other too well. I'm gonna go under on this one.
Yeah, and it's a funny one. Line not moving too much. 44.5. 44 is a little bit out there. Not too much. All right, let's go to the next game here. New England and the New York Jets. Knots Eddie, a money line dog of the week, right? We'll start with Knots though. Here, what do you got here in this New England Jets match here?
They're chalk. They're chalk, but look, and it's a square ass play. I'm not betting it. New England has showed me I cannot trust them. They are an 0-2 team.
Man.
The Jets are 1-1. I mean, the one win they do have, pretty fugazi. I'll tell you this: I will not put $1 of my money on Zach Wilson. That man is not an NFL quarterback. I don't like Rodgers as a person too much, but I do wish I could have seen what he would have did with this team. Can't bet the Jets. Can't bet New England. Easy stay away.
I like that.
I guess everybody and their mom's going to bet the under. I'd say maybe bet the over because the line's probably the value's probably on the over at this point, in my opinion. Easy stay away game.
Yeah, it's a pass. Go ahead, Eddie. What do you got here? Anything stick out?
Yeah, I definitely like the Pats. I'm on them. I think they win the game. The 2.5. That's always a little tricky, but I think they win.
Yeah, I have one here. I'll be quick, Beast. I have a yes on a plus 200 bet for a defensive or special teams touchdown to score. Anytime you've got a New England type of a game with the Jets, it's a punt return something. So plus 200 on that right now. Yes, defensive or special teams. TD scored, pick 6 from our boy Wilson. Who the hell knows? I don't know. So, anyways, that's where I'm at. Beast, what do you
get? I'm telling them.
I just really don't, I can't read this game. If I'm gonna lean on anything, I just like these Jets. I think they're a team that so many times last year they didn't score enough points in order to even try to get to win the game. I'm on the Jets on this one. Probably the spread. The over is too, the number to me seems too weird. Like
37.
36.5 is what I have. And so if anything, I'm gonna bet them on the spread. Plus 2.5 is what I got. So
yeah, I'm looking at that game right now. 3 sitting there, 3 steady, 36.5 on that total. Wow. I mean, I would even, that's a very low total. All right. New Orleans Saints visiting the Green Bay Packers up in Lambeau Field. This one is basically a pick 'em as well, as Green Bay is favored by 1, minus 110 across the board, 42.5 on the total. Where are we at on this one, Ricky Knox?
I'm nowhere on this one, but if I had to pick a side, I'd have to go with the Saints. I mean, there's no real true reason I would, which is why I'm not betting it. But I don't know, 2 teams that we still gonna need to see a lot before we really know what they are. But I'd probably take the team that gets plus money on the money line in this one. So if I had to, I'm not though.
Sure. Eddie, what do you got?
Yeah, staying away from this game, but I like the Packers. I mean, at home, got to see what Aaron Jones does or whatever, but we'll see.
Beast, where you at?
I'm not gonna bet this game either. I mean, I did watch them last week though. I'm a big Derek Carr fan. I get shit from everybody, but
Really, I didn't know that. By the way, I don't like him in New Orleans. I don't like what he's doing there. I don't like him. He's not good.
I mean, I feel like they played a divisional team last week, so
That was a tough game. Yeah,
he didn't have a lot of points, but I feel like they're doing the most with what they had. They don't have Kamara there. Williams just went down. They have their guy that was on the practice squad that just came in. He came in. I think he punched in 2 touchdowns. So they're doing a lot with the very little that they have. They've got Michael Thomas, Olave, and then they got this other kid named Rashid. And he's just doing great too. So I mean, they're doing a lot with not very much.
Mm-hmm.
I like him in this game, but I'm not going to bet him. It's just like this Packers team and the Saints team. How good is the Saints team, and are the Packers good? We don't know. It's in Lambeau. I don't think Derek Carr is very good in cold weather. So it's like,
well, we're not going to be too cold up there at this point in the year. It might even get, it'd be 70, 75. But I'm with Eddie on this one. Green Bay all day.
It's too cold for him. He's in a dome. He used to be a Cali boy. Now
That's
he's
what
in
I'm
a
saying.
dome.
This is a classic Green Bay win here, and Green Bay having the way they lost against Atlanta last week. They should be 2-0. They know it, and they a lot of problems in that game. So I like Green Bay to come back home, get the job done. Saints fall to 2-1. Because listen, Derek Carr threw a very, very bad interception in that game last week, and I know it was a division game, but man, I didn't like it, and he was shaking his head in the sidelines, and it's just that Green Bay defense is ball hawking. But again, they did slip up, of course, last week. So that's where I'm at on that game. And Derek Carr was Ritter. Yeah, I know. All right, let's start. This is going to be a good one, and I already know where some people are going on this one. Denver going to Miami. We'll start with Knots here. This is your team, 6.5. 7 was out there for a split second, and then of course 48 on the total. Nice little dog play possibly here at plus 233. What do you got?
No, I'm not playing the money line, but I came into this season saying when the Broncos are laying more than a field goal, I'm fading them. And when they're catching more than a field goal, I'm buying them. And I guarantee you I will win money come the end of the season by doing that. I mean, look at the Broncos. This is what they do. They're not a good team, okay? But they stay in damn near every game. I mean, what was the stat last season? If they would have been able to score, what was it, like?
Was that
in every game they would have been like 13?
Yeah. I thought it was them and the Vikings or something, right?
Well, the Vikings were in a lot of one-score games too, but
okay, the Broncos were too. Okay,
couldn't score, and I mean, look, their offense is working great now. They actually are the number 1 team in the NFL right now. Points scored per possession, but they're not getting a lot of possessions because their defense is lunch now. So obviously, good old Vance Joseph. I don't know what the fuck he did with that defense. They've been elite the last 5 years. Now our offense is working and our defense ain't. Whatever. I'll tell you this. Yeah, the world will be on Miami. Why? West Coast going east. I mean, anybody
the Ireland special there.
Who wants anything to do with the freaking Broncos right now? I mean, 21-3 last week. They fuck around and lose that game. Nobody wants nothing to do with them. I'll tell you what, they will cover this game. Do they win it? They possibly may. I'm not sprinkling the money line, but they will cover.
All right, where you at here, Eddie?
I would not. Broncos.
Yeah. And then Beast, we know this was your jam solo lock of the week, correct? With Miami.
Yeah, I know Knots tells me not to think too much about the players, but I just think that Waddle and Hill, and then they're explosive, and they will take over a game. but they're also including other guys like River Craycraft, Barrios. They're involved in a lot of these guys that are wide receivers. I think Tua's spreading the ball around. Mostert's doing all right as a running back. I think that this game could get out of hand quick.
Well, and
if you don't have the firepower like the Chargers do, or a quarterback like Justin Herbert, I don't know if you can keep up with them. That's just my opinion. That's what I kind of see. Maybe it's a square play, but it's what I think is going to happen because it's a game that can get very out of hand very quick.
Yeah, and this is probably more of a 95% of the time situational play, for Ricky and Eddie, I would assume. I mean, I really do like Miami, and I like this team. Braxton Berrios last week made a catch. It was challenged, and this guy's all in. They were all huddled around him. They get shit talked to them. They take care of business. And so, I was on Denver, but I don't know. I think Miami seems like a team, especially because Beast, you sent that picture out that which I'll put it on the screen now as I edit. But this guy loves Legos. I mean, he's methodical. But is he a guy who wants to blow him out? I don't know.
Hey, crazy thing to tell you though, Beast. The Texans wide receiver Nico Collins actually is completely surpassing Tyreek Hill right now in his numbers. Also, another thing to say.
Really?
In week two, you can't really sit here and say anything about any type of data because we have none. So
that is true. You're right. I mean, I just like the grit right now I'm seeing out of Miami, and the coach, they're just having fun. So sometimes that looseness turns into fucking craziness, but I only see Miami covering the spread in late in the game. If this happens and Russell throws a pick six or something stupid, but he's rushed and he's got that look. So we'll see. All right. Next game, Atlanta going to Detroit. Two high flying teams here. I love the over. I think the fucking total on this game is absolutely absurd at 46. I might as well start because I just told you what my play was. I love the over in this game. Now it's what do you got here? 3.5 favored Detroit Lions at home.
I don't like the Lions laying points at all.
Even this year, you're still not convinced, right?
I like the Lions as a dog. I mean,
okay.
What should I really be super convinced of? I mean, they beat KC on the Super Bowl hangover. I mean, we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of watching the Falcons here, and
live dog right here.
I kind of like what I'm seeing out the Falcons myself. I mean the line opened at 6, so if you didn't get the 6 and you try to play the Falcons down at 3, you're playing to lose.
A
live bet though, if we do see a 6 or better pop live, which very likely. I mean, I definitely think Detroit probably will be up at some point in this game, and I'd say that'd be what I'd do. I'd wait. If I see Falcons plus 6 and a hook or better, I'm slamming myself.
All right, good live play there, Eddie. What do you got in this one?
Yeah, I definitely like the over.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I think that's pretty much all I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, I mean, and I know we don't like to look at these a lot, but there is some pretty big discrepancy when it comes to percentage of money versus percentage of bets. This could be all be fake, but biggest one I've seen so far on the board, and it looks like I mean over 60% of the money right now on the over. Oh, excuse me. Wow, this is interesting on the under. And the percentage of the bets, 16%. So it's like the sharps like the ender in this one.
Yeah. All right.
Well, if you like the Falcons, you like the under.
Yeah, right, correct. Yep, that makes sense.
If you watch what they're doing, they can football very well. They're not a team that's going to score a lot of points. So if you see, a discrepancy like that on the under, that absolutely correlates to the Falcons. So,
yeah. On top of that, I Atlanta can win this game very easily. This is not a. I don't think this is as crazy as it seems, and the money line is showing it at plus 143. Beast, what do you got here?
I know I see a lot of people on TikTok on the Lions. And it's just like,
okay, here's the TikTok approach. I like that.
I don't know. There's so many, and there's a lot of cappers that are on the Lions, and I'm not sold on them yet. I mean, it's supposedly going to be a close game.
Montgomery got hurt, right? Montgomery's out.
Yeah, but that should mean more touches for Gibbs, right?
Well, it's great. I have him in my fan. I have both these running backs in my fantasy team.
I'm not gonna really bet on this game. Probably if I had to lean with the home team in a close game at -3. I just don't know, because when everybody's saying go Lions, go Lions, go Lions, it's hard for me to get with that consensus, because then everybody's gonna be betting on it, and then
that's gonna be a shirt for you. I just don't know. It's like the greatest line. Who do you think? What do you bet now? Who's gonna win this game? I just don't know. Nobody knows, right?
Right.
I mean,
that's a tough game.
There's a few, like it's early in the season. It's like how you like when we get more into the season, there's gonna be some good picks. Like especially what was it last year when I called the Jaguars out to beat my Raiders. I was like, if you look at this team's consistently been losing by less than 3 points. The Raiders are winning, but they're something. I know I had a good play on it, and I called it well, and it happened. There's going to be, when we get more information on these games, it's like that's what's going to happen. We'll have better reads, but these first parts of the season, it's just like, what do I think about the Lions and Falcons? The Falcons are 2-0, obviously. The Lions were good last year, and they're trying to be good again this year. I think it's a good game.
Of the 2-0 teams, I think the Falcons here might have the easiest path to be the only 3-0 team next week.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Go into the next game here. I think this is.
Hold on, let me say something.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Just because B said the TikTok comment. So remember,
I
all that stuff, and it's funny because I still talk to a lot of the people that ended up buying picks from me, and it's funny now because they all tell me everybody on TikTok is on this. I'm fading them. I'm fading them.
Yes, sir. That's the public now, right? And it's got some influence. It's got some influence.
And I mean, it's some good cappers that I follow, and it's just like, you got all these people following you, and you got people. It's just like, I know one guy had him in a parlay, like a can't miss parlay, and I'm like,
Oh, McNasty.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anybody's name out loud, but
that's our guy.
He's the only one that said this parlay. That's the only reason.
Friend of the show, friend of the program.
I mean, he's a good captain. I did not. I'm like, oh man, you gotta have a lot of people on this.
Hey, that is.
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna talk about him, but I'll tell you, if you think he's a good capper, you might want to go reevaluate some things.
Beast likes him because he's got really good green screens. The McNasty does have the green screen game on lock when he goes live. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's green screen.
I like McNasty. The only reason I like him to an extent is he's in Michigan. Like, we're right here. He's in Detroit. I always feel like he'll be in the area or something in Crown Point. I'm like, come on in, because he is a character. I would like to get his opinion.
I'll say, since we're talking about this,
go ahead.
Begged me to join his McNasty team. Come on, bro, please. I said, bro, I will never. He got really mad because I said I will never stand behind the bullshit you're feeding people. And you know what he did? He sent his whole McNasty team to every post that I ever made to jump on there and say, "Oh, McNasty, join the." I was like, bro, that was the day that literally put the nail in the coffin where I said, I'm not.
What the fuck?
Ever again. I'm not. I'm done.
Yeah, I remember you telling us about that.
I had like 100 people on there. Like, Team McNasty. I was like,
yeah.
Oh
That was season 1, I think. And he I heard some shit where he wasn't paying. There was some weird shit with that guy, man.
Yeah, he's definitely a weird guy. But hey, shit.
Well, whatever. Sorry, I got off kilter here. Buffalo Bills visiting the Washington Commanders. This one at currently 6.5. Commanders at home 6.5. Seems rather low, but Washington playing well. I guess. Let me see where this one opened real quick. We'll go over to Ricky Nuts here in this game, which to me, there could be some value in this one.
And there is definitely a lot of value. To me, look, I watched Buffalo all the way through preseason. Something ain't right with Buffalo. I watched them week 1. Something ain't right with them. Okay, yeah, we just saw them, I guess, blow the Raiders out.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been watching Washington. I love what I'm seeing out of Washington. I love that front seven. That shit, I'll tell you, man, that's one of the best defensive lines in the NFL right now. Josh Allen, play his turnovers over. I think last time I checked, I think it was a 0.5. Yeah, slam that shit over.
Wow. Okay.
Slam Washington plus 6.5.
Wow. I love this. You're getting a live, you're getting a home. Go ahead, Eddie.
I'm on Washington plus 6.5. Heavy myself.
I'm with Knots. I like the 6.5 as well. Washington at home, new owner, positive energy, baby. Let's go.
And they're getting no respect. 6 open at 6, and now at 6.5. Come on, folks. This one though, I don't know. I might have to go the other way. Well, I'll
sounds like me. I just don't know. You sound like me.
What do you got?
Don't know.
That's why I like going forward.
Man. I tell you what, I'm big.
Don't read on a game. Guess what? You don't know. Pass.
You just say pass. No, I know. I just really you guys kind of talked me off of it a little bit because I love Buffalo. But go ahead, Beast. Maybe I'll get back on Buffalo.
Man, I like a lot of these Commanders. Like the team just seems like they're like it feels like the odds are against them and they're performing with it. Howell, there's a guy that everybody was like, how are they gonna do that well with this Howell guy? They've got Brian Robinson, he had a great game last year, and he last year, before the season started, he got shot. So he's coming. He's been like a bright spot in that offense. You got Jahan Dotson. You got Logan Thomas. Their tight end's been really good too. Terry McLaurin always solid. Their offense is good. Defense, Chase Young, all that. They're a good team. I think they just needed the person to guide the ship. Yeah,
I agree with that. And you got a great defense. Look, and that's why. It seems like a low total, but there might be a play on the under here with the Bills' struggles and that defense, and the Commanders not really known for exploding offense. Could be a play here on the under. So I think maybe that's my play.
I think it's the dog pick for me.
Okay. Well, we got a little bit here. Almost. We're steaming through these here before that segment. Indianapolis Colts.
I'm gonna go plus 6.5 on that, and probably hit the under because if they're stopping the Bills' offense, I think that they're going to be scoring a ton. I'd say under and plus 6.5.
And that's a great move, Beast, because you're getting a solid half there, and when it opened at 6. But beware. Or not beware, but could be a live option too here. What if? My
worry on the under would be. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
On the under would be is I believe Josh Allen, when he gets pressure on him, he throws turnovers. He's gonna give Washington some short fields. So.
Yeah,
be my concern.
Yep. Okay. No, that's valid. That's very valid there. Indianapolis Colts visiting the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens 2-0, 8.5 favorites here at home against the Colts. 44 the total. 295 on the dog line here for the Indianapolis Colts. What do you got here, Knots?
I love the Colts. It's a horrible spot for Baltimore. Coming off, the underdog upset against the Bengals, which, I think a lot of people saw that coming, but now you get to go play the low-life Colts, which I don't know. I mean, yeah, they're not a great team, but I mean, 7.5 points, and then who do you got on deck? The Browns, divisional sandwich spot. Yeah, I'm never laying over a touchdown with a team in a divisional sandwich spot. And I mean, I to some extent, I like kind of what I'm seeing out the Colts. So, to me, this is also an official bet I'm on. I took the Colts plus the 7.5.
I like the
go ahead, yeah, Eddie.
points as well. I think that definitely the Ravens win, but it's too many points. 8.5 or whatever. Too many points.
Yeah, through the 7 there, the key number. Sorry, Beast, 1 second. Not like you in some aspects. You worried about that number currently at 8, and you got it at the 7? Are you fine with the touchdown because you're through 6? It doesn't matter. They'll cover no matter what, right? I mean, they might win this game.
Oh, me?
No. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking for the show. So, I mean, the current numbers is 7.5. I would still play the Colts. I do have – I bet that one on the open myself.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that was –
nothing to worry about.
Yep. Yeah, just wanted to make sure because I was on that at 8.5 as well.
Yeah, I got the 8.5. But, I mean, once we're talking on here, I can't say
I got it. My bad. All right. Okay.
One more thing I'd like to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
But if the books were really worried about this is a great teaser on the Ravens, right? If the books were really worried about it, why is the line going against the teaser blocker instead of towards the teaser blocker?
Possible
upset coming. Possible upset coming.
Yeah. So do they want people to tease the Ravens just down to 1, thinking all they got to do is win, but something weird here, right? Colts could win here and make the Ravens 2-1.
If they were very worried about the Ravens winning this game, that line would be going the other way than it's going right now.
This is crazy. And it's the more we do this, it's the discipline sticks harder. Because you see the ones that are oopsie goofy as we go through every game, which is why I like to cover every game, right? And we're really seeing it here. So this is nice. Everybody, Beast, go ahead. You got to end on this one, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go with. I think the Colts.
Consensus here.
But the thing is who's gonna play quarterback on Sunday? Because Richardson is in concussion protocol. Minshew came in with he balled out.
Yes,
but it's the same thing with what Ricky said last week. It's like, they weren't prepared for Minshew. They were prepared for Richardson probably. And then,
no offense to interrupt you, but there's plenty of footage on Minshew.
I know, but what I'm saying though, they're
not being prepared for him. I don't know about that.
But honestly though, they were probably the main game focus was probably on Richardson, right? Because he started the game. He was scheduled to play.
You pretty much know, that. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I'm checking right now. Hold on.
I'd say there's not a humongous drop. I'd say probably Minshew probably is maybe a point better than Richardson.
Yeah. But I mean, the only thing I could think of is why they maybe got the upset win was because maybe they were more focused on how to stop Richardson and didn't really okay, well, Minshew's going to play, they didn't really probably factor in that he was going to be, playing the majority of the game. I mean, they maybe did a little bit of oh, hey, yeah, he might play, but I feel like the focus is probably more on Richardson, if that makes sense. But
it looks worse too because they got to win in Houston and they destroyed the Texans. So I mean, I don't know how the hell it's a trap. It's a trap.
I don't know. I quite honestly don't think it really would have.
Don't matter.
Yeah. much, honestly.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, Minshew's a veteran quarterback. I feel like if he's the one that starts,
he sucks.
you know, he's
who I like? And we'll get to him in a minute. We'll talk about Baker. We're almost through here. This is nice. We're cruising through the USA. You ever play that game, Nintendo 64?
Yeah, Nintendo
Hell of a
64. Yeah.
Hell of a game. All right, NFL Sunday football. Are we working our way finally into the afternoon games here? Carolina Panthers. They are visiting the Seattle Seahawks, who just played a crazy game. They are 6.5-point favorites at home. There is a home edge there. Is it worth 6.5? I'm not sure. 42 the over here, 225 on the dog line here. Carolina Knots. What do you got?
Give me the dog. I want nothing to do with laying points with Seattle. I mean, we saw them in week 1. Okay, yeah, they came out and played in week 2 as dogs, right? What justifies them here to be laying this many points? Nothing.
It's crazy.
Give me the Panthers, easy pick. I told you guys last week. I think I like the Panthers, honestly. They got.
Well, this is so.
I think their offense. I see the potential. I mean, of course, you're gonna have to develop Bryce Young here. It's not gonna be an overnight thing, but I think as the weeks go on, this is a very undervalued team, and I believe in them myself. Give me 6.5 points against a team I don't believe in. Easy choice.
Eddie, where do you at on this?
Yeah, I agree with Knots as well. 6.5 is just too much.
I feel like one of these 6.5 or 7 is going to get blown out this week. But we don't know. Beast, what do you got here?
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna. I just don't feel. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Seattle. They're just. I don't know. I don't know what to think of their whole offense or Geno Smith or anything. I'm probably gonna go on the Panthers too, just because
Well,
they've got to do well sometime.
They don't. Seattle don't blow nobody out. I mean, I feel like they're coming back, if anything, or they're going to score and they score. But yeah, I mean, this is a big game for me. We're gonna come back to this one a little bit. All right, Cowboys. Wait, where are we at here? Oh, did I just miss it? Yeah, Dallas Cowboys, Arizona Cardinals in AZ. 12.5 here right now. Currently, I'm seeing Arizona a 12.5 dog. 43 the total. Obviously, no money line offering here. That's where you at.
I don't like the spot for Dallas. I mean, the Cards is as bad as they're projected to be. They're fine, right? They've covered both games so far that they've played.
Yep, another 0-2 team going with this consensus. You like these 0-2 teams in week 3?
Well, I mean, not necessarily a team that is clearly making it obvious that their goal. Well, okay, so the ownership's goal is to tank, right? But I mean, the players obviously ain't gonna tank. They're trying to make a name for themselves. They've covered both the games they've played. They were beating the Giants at some point by, what was it, 21 to
yeah, yep. Yeah, to 20, it was like 24-3 or something.
I mean, if you're Dallas, how motivated are you to come in here and just blow the brakes off of and show like your Cards to? I like the Cards to cover this game. That definitely not win, but I think they could keep it within that number.
Eddie, where you at?
I'm with the boys.
Yes, sir.
I think what is the line? 10.5, something like that.
Right now, 12.5. Game opened at 10.5, shot up to 12.5. But that's about it. No, I don't see any 13s anywhere at all. No, all 12.5, 12. That's it.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I'll take the Cowboys.
Okay, Beast, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was going to go with the Cardinals there, but I was going to go against everybody else and say I think that they can. I think they might blow the Cardinals out.
It's a defense.
They've blown out a tough ass defense in New York, and then they've also blown out the Giants, who came back from nothing and beat the Cardinals.
Sorry to interrupt you. How is New York a tough ass defense?
Well, I mean, they were last year. But not really this year. But
Well,
they've got good players on defense.
NFL defense.
Cowboys put up 40 on them without even Dak throwing one touchdown pass.
Yeah, I was concerned about that.
Sam just put up 30 on them.
30-10 is what it was last week. So yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
I feel like if are you talking about last week against the Jets?
No. You said that the Giants are a tough ass defense.
Giants? I said the Jets.
Well, I remember the Cowboys. Who were they playing? They played Jets. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know.
The Jets have played I said the Jets have a tough defense.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Yeah, the Jets have a tough defense, which they had a tough defense last year. This year, it's kind of, they've shown some flaws. But the Giants, no, I did not say the Giants. Hopefully, you didn't think that, but I think the Jets are a tough defense. They're probably what keeps them in a lot of games. But I think the Cowboys have enough offense on to if they get up early, I think they can hold a 2-touchdown lead on the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they let the Giants come back from, what was it, 21-7 or 21-10 to come back and win the game. I mean, I feel like if they're not the Cowboys are not going to let that happen. They're not going to let the Cardinals get ahead of them. They're gonna, if anything, they're going to be the ones stopping them, and then they're going to be the ones scoring the points. I think that the 12 and I'm good with the 12.5. I feel confident in it.
That's a good number, especially because you're getting 2.5 extra points there. But yeah, I just got to do the right thing here. And this is you gotta go Arizona until I see the Cowboys blow this AZ team out, and really shut a team out. It's Mike McCarthy's still there. Dak Prescott is still there.
They did shut a team out.
Yeah, I just don't. What'd you say, Notch?
They did shut a team out. I mean, week one they
they shut the Giants out, which the Giants came back from, and
we thought they were we thought they were going to have, some offense. I was surprised at that.
Well, the Giants clearly lunch meat.
Yeah. Now we know, but still early. I got to go with Arizona, because I just still have to think that the Cowboys are not for real. All right, next game.
Jumping. You mind if I just ask a question real quick?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not being defensive, Knots, but what makes them lunch meat when they've faced two of the top 2 defenses in the league? I mean, I feel like they might be decent this year, but I don't know if they're terrible, like you're saying.
What makes them terrible is you didn't even put up 1 point against the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
It's top defense. Dak Prescott didn't throw 1 touchdown pass in that game, and they put up 40 points on you. The Arizona Cardinals, which are power rated to be the butt-ass worst team in the NFL, were up on you 21-3, I believe, at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you came back, cool, against the worst power rated team in the fucking league. Tonight, you were hanging around in the fucking game, and you still managed to get blown out. You are not. It's not a good team, my boy. It's just,
okay. Yeah, I just wanted to know because I know they won that game against the Cardinals, and then they faced 2 tough
won a game against the worst power rated team in the league, and that they were down at one point in time in that game by 17 points. That is not a good team.
So we can realistically expect them probably not to do much better the rest of the season then.
Well, I mean, completely expected the G-Men to regress this season. I mean, they completely outperformed what they should have did last season. They had no business being in the playoffs. We saw that in the playoff game. I mean,
look, you're right. I mean, they didn't involve Darren Waller till the fucking goddamn near third quarter. I mean, he I don't think he caught a pass till like fucking halftime. It's crazy. Like, come on.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that info, because I'm sure there would have been people that watched this that were thinking the same thing. So I do appreciate that intel.
Well, I'll edit it out. We'll make you look good. Don't worry.
Hey, maybe they'll prove me wrong, but at this point in time, no, I think they're absolute lunchmen. My opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. All right, everybody's favorite. Chicago Bears visiting the Kansas City Chiefs. This one will be quick. This is going to be a 325 for the Midwesterners. This is going to be great. Can't wait. I think it's going to be Jesus Christ. Nah, that's where we at.
What the fuck? Yeah, I know y'all Chicagoans are over this shit. And quite honestly, me as a dude that had high expectation for the Bears this season, I'm kind of over it too. But the Chiefs don't cover. They just don't. And especially a number like this. Yes, give me the fucking Bears. Give me the under. I'm gonna keep it simple. Let's not drag this on. Give me the Bears under. I mean, if you want, fucking parlay that shit.
Yeah, I like that. That's sexy.
The Chiefs are a under team now. They are. Their offense ain't working. Their defense looks amazing. The Bears, nothing's working. But shit.
Yeah, they can win. They can win.
Yeah, I don't think they. No, but
no.
Do they cover this spread? Yes, they do cover the spread. No, I'm not betting on trash teams like the Bears, but sorry, boys. But
Andy Reid is too smart for this team. He's probably has
the Bears as well.
All right, so hey, this is your KC team, and you're right. You say this all the time, Eddie, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We all know that the Chiefs don't cover. Love the Bears. You know, it's out of Arrowhead, but I think the Bears get it done. We'll see.
Wow. I think this is one of the bigger money line plays of the week. It's not on my board, but Beast, what do you got here?
Oh, I feel the same way about everybody else. The Chiefs don't cover spreads, and I still don't know who Patrick Mahomes is throwing to besides Kelsey and Valdez Scantling. I know Darius Toney is there too, but it's like, who else? Who else is on that offense besides Patrick Mahomes doing everything? And when he can't do it all, he's going to win you a game, but it might not be pretty, and it might not be by very much.
I'm going with the Bears here on the spread, and I'm also going with more to come on this one here in just a little bit here. Let's end on Monday night. Those are teasers. We're holding for the money line segment. We got two more here, right?
We got three more, didn't we? We haven't talked about the Sunday night game yet, have we?
No, I think we just have Pittsburgh and Vegas, and then we've got who else after that?
The Monday night games.
Yeah, what are those? Why aren't those in here? Oh, my Sunday. Duh. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, two more. All right, so let's go down the list here. All right, blah blah blah. Pittsburgh Steelers, Vegas Raiders, 2.5. Still, not that much love, I guess, for the Steelers. Nats, what do you got here?
Yeah, I don't want the Steelers off that last win at all.
Mm-hmm.
I keep this one simple. I played the Raiders a bit early and on the money line. I don't know now if you still do that. I mean, what is it now? Like minus 150 or something, maybe.
Yeah, minus 145 right now.
Yeah, I don't know about it now, but I do like the Raiders at the house in this one myself.
Wow, I might just have to add some stuff. Is it the first time he's been on the Raiders? Beasts.
Nah, Raiders. I bet the Raiders against my Broncos in week 1.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I do like the Raiders as well. I think that I don't know if they covered 3.5 though. But
We got 2.5. What's your book say? Your
Looks
book
like
says
2.5 now. Oh no, there's threes out there. There's threes that are out there. There's a lot of threes.
3.5.
I like the Raiders to win.
Hell yeah, dude. You know what? Honestly, I mean, Beast, where you at here? Go ahead. It's your team.
This is always like, I mean, it's an ancient rivalry, not as heated as it was once before, but it is a pretty heated rivalry in my household because my wife is a Steelers fan. And we have to deal with that. But you know, I got all the kids. They're all on the Las Vegas side. But I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it comes down to a field goal. I think the Raiders pull it out in home, and my prop play is going to be a George Pickens touchdown.
Okay,
that's one of my extra plays in here. I think he's a stud. I think he goes out and gets one against the Raiders. I think that he's about one of the only receivers Pickett likes to throw to. So I think he'll get an anytime touchdown. Then I like the spread at -2.5. I'd say maybe under 2.
yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, -2.5 under 43, and then
they got a good D. They're playing well. Tomlin. I mean,
yeah, especially if you know, like I said, anytime that TJ Watt is playing on that defense is solid. But anytime you take him out of the equation, they're absolute dog water. So
did you guys? I don't know if you caught that information on the last game. It was TJ Watt's first, I believe, his first touchdown as a defensive player, like a scoop score in 4 years or whatever he's been in the league. Crazy.
Yep. He also broke the Steelers all-time sack record too, as well, that game.
God bless him, and that's why I'm going with the Steelers. Look, this defense is good. They're out for blood. I don't think the Raiders are that big of a threat, even though I think Devontae Adams is cleared this week. So that's good news for Raiders fans. But
not only that, Jacoby Myers as well.
Yes.
What's Josh Jacobs at this season, B? Since that's your team,
not very many yards.
2 yards.
-2 yards last game. So
wow.
I know.
Big year.
Not last game. That's full season. He's -2 yards, I believe.
I like the Steelers. I just like Tomlin. I'm going with the coaching matchup here. I like Tomlin, and I think they keep things rolling here. Like I said, Raiders aren't that big of a threat for them. All right, next game. We're going Eagles, who are 2-0, visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, another 2-0 team here, which ironically, 2-0. I don't know. You played the Bears last week, but I did like what Tampa Bay did. And I did like Baker Mayfield in that offense. But again, I don't know enough to granularly break it down. But other than that, it's what do you got here?
I'm all over the Bucks. Once again, though, you know, I mean, do you play it at this current number when it was sitting at 6.5?
No.
But hey, I mean, if you'd like to, I still would play it at this number. I would not play Philly here. We know what the Bucks do. Can't run on them. What I've seen from Philly so far, they cannot air the ball out. So I do believe that this will be the one where the Bucks make a humongous amount of money on Monday Night Football. Bucks probably flat out win this game. I don't really like anything I've seen out of Philly, quite honestly myself. So yeah, easy Bucks play for me, plus the points, plus 6.5. I'd still play it right now. What's it at 4.5 now? I'd still play it. I think.
Yeah, no, you're looking at. Hold on, we're what game was this? Oh, I gotta go to my Monday night games. 1 second. Hold on. Why did they split them? That's so weird.
Actually, gonna be my money line dog of the week. So.
Okay, all right. So we've got Tampa Bay plus 4.5. Even money here. That's still nice. I mean, fuck, it doesn't. 4 on the hook, 5, same thing, right? Even money, take it. All right, so official. No, not at all. I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about 5. Sorry. Official moneyline dog of the week. Plus 180 Tampa Bay Buccaneers over Philadelphia. I like that play. I love that play. I'm with you on Tampa Bay covering that. Go ahead, Eddie.
I I'm with Knox. I like the Bucks plus the points. I think that they're at home dogs, man. Got to ride with them.
It's a very live dog there.
Yeah,
I like the under.
It's gonna be tough. I think that the Eagles win, but I mean the Bucks is definitely a sharp play.
Beast, where are you at here?
I think I'm with the Bucks too. I watched a lot of the games. I've watched a lot of recap. I watched a lot of red zone. I feel like this team all together, like everybody's counting them out. Like they didn't give Mike Evans this big contract they didn't give him an extension like they wanted. Nobody wanted Baker Mayfield at the end of last year. I think this is a group of guys that are just they're doing great things because they weren't expected to do great things, and they're riding this wave of momentum, and I think it's going to continue here against this Eagles team who probably nobody really thinks they're going to beat. I'm going to go plus 4.5, and I'm going to go under as well.
Yep.
So
that's a great point. That's a great point. Tom Brady obviously not there. What do you got, right? And what do you got to even fight for? And
nobody thought Baker Mayfield was going to be good this year. And it's 2 games in.
Right. You played the Bears.
Can he self-destruct at some point this year? Who knows? But from everything I've heard and everything, he's built a rapport with his wide receivers. He's done a lot of things different since he got jettisoned out of the Browns and got sent to the Panthers, then to the Rams, and now he's with the Bucks. I think he kind of was like, hey, do I want to be a good quarterback or do I want to be a journeyman, and be a backup somewhere? So I think somewhere along the line he kind of has been putting it together, and I think this team's putting it together too. So
yeah, I mean, Tampa Bay. I just love the under here. I think this is going to be this is one where you could possibly even go first half under, full game under, and maybe even the second half under. I think this is going to be an awkward game. All right, the other game now, LA Rams visiting the Cincinnati Bengals. Nobody knows about Joe Burrow yet. Is he cleared? I'm not sure. 3 is the number here. Bengals at home. Looks like a coin toss. Rams live dog here, 44 total. And Ricky, what do you got here? Ricky Knotts, anything on the LA Rams here?
You know what I'm praying for, because all I'm hoping for,
yes,
is I'm hoping Joe Burrow's
out.
What's his name? Brownie?
I don't know. Who is he?
I mean, the dude, he's a nobody. I think he's gotten 4 NFL snaps and like true snaps in his whole career. But I've watched him in preseasons. He's been, I believe, with the Bengals since 2021, and I've seen a lot of them in preseason. And hey, the man can play, and this is going to be his chance to show the world that he can play. I'll tell you this: nobody's gonna like this one. Give me the Bengals are not going down 0-3, right? Give me the Bengals, baby. I love the Bengals in this spot. I don't want Joe Burrow, though. I mean, if Joe Burrow goes and he's obviously not going to be 100, I'll probably stay off. But I don't think Burrow's going to go. And if he don't go, I'm smacking the Bengals here in this spot, my guys.
Eddie, this could be a theme all season. The Burrow theme here. What do you got?
I know. So I was not. I definitely like the Bengals. I mean,
I mean, it's the only other way to go, unless you're feeling a total play. I don't see these offenses getting crazy. I mean, I'm leading. I'm gonna go. It's gonna get weird in Cincy. It's gonna get weird in Cincy. Beast, where you at?
I am also I got the feeling that the Bengals, especially if they want to do anything this year, they cannot start 0-3. They're gonna make a hell of a game regardless. That's why I'm gonna say it's gonna be under 44. I'm not gonna go anything else. I'm just gonna hit the under on this. In my opinion, I think that they're gonna fight hard, and I think they're gonna against the Rams. I think they can do it.
It's going to be sloppy. I like the under in the Eagles game and the over in the Rams game. I think there's going to be some weird shit going on. All right, money line. Oh, go ahead. What do you say?
My bad. I'll be on the over there too. I'll be on.
Yeah, I mean that game's just,
I'll be on the over.
It's too low for these teams who are too wacky, and you got.
I mean, it's a huge drop down on the total, right? Because Joe Burrow ain't going.
Yes.
He's gonna show out, baby.
All right, so moneyline dog of the week. We know where Knott's is going with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's go with the Beast, Eddie, and then me. Where you go? Moneyline dog of the week.
Moneyline dog of the week will be Washington.
Oh, okay. You're going with the Commanders, the 2-0 Commanders at home. I do like that. That could be live. Hold on. Let's see who they're. Oh, Bills. Oh my God. You're going with plus 220. That's huge. That's huge.
Huge. I like the Titans.
Balls on the table.
Over the Browns.
Woo! Eddie on
line dog of the week. Titans over the Browns.
Knott's. We already know Knott's. Tampa Bay. I told you two teams earlier. Okay, so it's up to the Bears or it's up to this other team, and I like this other team a little bit better, and that's where I'm going. Carolina Panthers get the job done in Seattle. Not too crazy. I could have went Colts. I feel like the Colts could easily win this one too. That was kind of a toss-up too. But the plus 8.5 was just so great. So at 6, I just gotta go Carolina. I think Carolina fights. Seattle loses at home. A stunner. Yeah, that's it. So it's not crazy. And I would love to pick Arizona, but there's no money line out there. And honestly, Bears.
I like it, Deech.
They could fucking win. Listen, I don't know how
every dog on the board. Okay, they're all money line dogs.
I don't even know how. Give me a money line play. Not a great week for the money line plays. All right, any teasers or parlays out there right now? Earlier in the week there were a couple. I don't really see too many crazy ones. The only one I would maybe move. They're all gone now, except right now live. You could take the Raiders, or excuse me, the Steelers to plus 8.5. And then you could even, but we don't want to do this on that game. We talked about it earlier. I don't know, man. Maybe move the Packers, or excuse me, move the Saints up. Or no, nope, can't do that. I don't see anything out there right now that's live, but
there's a lot of live teams. I'm on right now, so you got to get through the 3 and the 7. Right?
If you're going the other way, I was looking for one I wanted to pull down one by one.
Oh, my bad. Well, no,
that's all. But yeah,
I'm just giving everybody all the plus EV teams there are right now.
Saints would be a great one if you got it early.
Saints right now still good. They're plus Jets. Tease them up to 7 in the hook. You got
through 7. Yeah.
The Jets, you could tease up to 8 in the hook. You could tease Baltimore down to 1 in the hook. You could tease.
That's the scary one, though. That's the scary one. I think Indianapolis wins that game. Shit, you could even push. Atlanta. They're 3 in the hook, but you can get them through some key numbers there as well. Eddie, anything out there on the daily fantasy plays? You had some things going on last week.
Oh no,
but nothing this week. What do you got? Anybody?
No, I feel like I had Debo, I had fucking MCM, but go straight wagers. Go straight wagers.
Yeah,
that's the way to go.
Well, your
Live
boy,
like Watts.
like your boy and myself had Brandon Ayuk playing on our fantasy teams tonight to find out that he didn't play. So that was great.
Yeah.
Bad news, Bears. Bad news, Bears.
Did you start him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I started him in the flex position.
You started him and he didn't play?
Yeah, I felt great about it. Coaching staff didn't. I didn't really look at it, to be honest. I was at soccer practice. Fuck me. Beast.
Their business.
Any
I just like the Pickens anytime touchdown is the big one I like.
Okay.
And then that's probably about it. I usually look more into that stuff on game day and kind of look at, because I can't see them right now, anything like that far as, but I always like to look at them on game day, and then I throw maybe a couple together, sometimes the same game parlay, but it's never too much, and it's always just something like I just see where the lines are and what where they are. If I like something,
Yeah, I don't play daily fantasy. I just got the fantasy football team, but sometimes I will go in there and look. I mean, Derek Carr to throw an interception is not crazy priced. We hopped on a couple earlier. The Jets, New England, anytime defensive or special teams. Knott's had another one too in there with our guy from Buffalo. To throw a pick, only over a half. I mean, Jesus, or a turnover from our guy Allen. It's a gimme. So a lot of good single plays out there. And in the college perspective, we talked a little bit about it earlier. Notre Dame, Ohio State, Colorado, Oregon. We did cover as well. Any final thoughts as we head in here to week 3? We'll start with Ricky Nuts.
I mean, break the book. I don't know. I have no final thoughts. Everything's running smooth.
I love final thoughts. They're my favorite segment, by the way, because you can say whatever you want. By the way,
when everything's running smooth, you just keep moving the way you're moving, and that's all I'm doing this week because
I like that.
Smooth as possible. So
stay disciplined.
It'll be changed. Keep moving forward. Hopefully it keeps going the way it's been going. Let's go.
Eddie, what do you got? Final thoughts here. Week 3. Thanks for joining. First place.
Run it.
He's ready. He's like, come on, let's go. Eddie, Beast, final thoughts.
Meet me at the window.
I'm just like these first few weeks until we get more reads on stuff. I think like if you're staying if you're gaining, that's great. I mean, I feel like if you're staying above water until we get better reads, I think you're doing all right, because I think it's all about that long term. And then this when we're not getting all the information yet to make really, really good reads, as long as we're staying above water, we're in good shape.
I couldn't agree with you more there. It's the first year I've been disciplined through 3 weeks where I haven't gone haywire on college. Notoriously in the past, I've played college and, gone out, have great Saturdays, and they've been terrible. And I come back and I always did well in the NFL. This year, just playing the NFL, staying disciplined right now, not paying attention to baseball and not playing a lot. And it's panning out pretty well. So I'm excited. My final thoughts here, stay disciplined. And, hopefully next week we'll have Ireland and Rick back full squad. We'll see more pressure to be put on them. Again, gonorrhea, syphilis, amongst others. All right. As always, we'll have Ricky Nuts take us out here.
Hey, so week 3, now you don't got to take it too light because you do got a lot of stuff to look at and a lot of spots. You got we got a lot here. So me personally, I'm going pretty bananas this week 3.
I like that.
Never bet more than you can afford to bet, my guys. Though. But you know what time it is? Break the book. Run!
Run!